This is the kind of story that will make your skin crawl. Deputies in New York say this man is a child predator who lured a 5-year-old girl with candy and then assaulted her. And what will make you even more mad is that deputies say this isn't the first time he's sexually assaulted a child this year, and he's been a convicted sex offender for more than a decade. Enforcement is worried that he has more victims that they don't know about. Here are 3 of his mugshots that deputies in central New York have put out. All of them are related to arrests for sex crimes against children. Pontello's most recent arrest was on June 7th for what he allegedly did to a 5-year-old.
What's going on, you guys? AJ Tucker here with AJ Self-Defense, man. And I've been doing self-defense for over 20 years now, but I hop on TikTok to cover topics that you cannot train on the mat. Like this story right here is horrific. It happened to a 5-year-old and reportedly also happened to a 3-year-old. And so there's no amount of physical skills that I can teach a 5-year-old to get him out of a situation like this. The only thing, we can try to teach him is to not talk to strangers, not veer too far away from the parents and things of that nature. But I also want to talk about why do they let these predators free? Like predators like this, I can understand, like if you do something bad, and you go to jail, you serve your time, you should be able to get out and have an opportunity at life. But there's some things, like some things, I don't know, man, I feel more barbaric, and I hate saying this because it's going to trigger some people, but some people are going to absolutely agree with me. If you have like an issue where you are repeatedly targeting 5-year-old children and successfully carrying out these acts. I can't really say it on camera because they will shut down my video. But if you're doing this repeatedly, how are you getting out? How are you getting these second chances? Because you're gonna do it again. There's no, it's proven that if you do stuff like this, you're gonna do it again. Somebody has like a drug problem, but they're not bothering anybody. These people are getting locked up longer than these people with a sickness that are destroying other children. And so the way it happened, it was like just the old school lure kids in with the candy type thing. And it's like, okay, it sounds too obvious. And people may be thinking like, well, where were the parents? And I got that question too. But if this guy has been a predator for, we don't know how many years. I mean, he got busted 10, 11 years ago. So obviously he was probably like that since he was a child. So he's probably been like that for 20 to 30 years, depending on how old this guy is. So if you've been a predator for that long, you're going to be pretty focused and you're going to be pretty good on picking your targets. You're going to be really good at picking your targets. And that's what I think this guy is. But from a system standpoint, obviously, you teach your kids not to, run off with strangers and get lured in with candy. But there's different ways to teach your kids. You can't just tell them, hey, don't talk to strangers. You got to train them. It has to be on their mind all the time. And just different scenario. Also, how to communicate with adults. I was at the store one time and I saw this lady, her kid was being bad. And she jumped on one of the items. And one of the workers came out and said, hey, please don't do that. Please get off of it. And the girl didn't get off of it. And then the mom came out and she whipped the girl. But she told the girl, hey, that's an adult. No matter what, no matter what, if an adult is telling you something, you got to listen to them. I understand where she's coming from. She's trying to teach the kid to respect her elders. But at the time, I didn't agree with her saying that because you have to, you can't just beat the kid down and tell him to listen to all adults. You have to teach him boundaries. You have to teach him, not to talk to some adults, but teach him hardcore boundaries. And if they don't listen to some things, that's fine. You can't beat the strength out of a kid. And so if that kid was in that situation and an adult came up to her and said, hey, I got some candy, come check it out. Oh, I got to listen to all adults. Even if your message wasn't like that. So that's just my opinion on that. But I also want to talk about the authorities, they're here to protect and serve. And so when somebody is doing something like that, that's obviously, he's going to do it again when he gets out. What's going to be the punishment this time? Is he going to, go to jail and get out again in 20 years? He's old and gray. He's going to carry it out again. Again, my answer is a little bit barbaric. I feel like if you commit sex crimes against a 5-year-older and a 3-year-older, and you've done it before, and the police are worried. The police are worried that he's had many other victims that they don't know about. If that's the case, the answer may be barbaric, but that's my answer. I'm not going to say it on here, but you could probably guess. You can comment in the section below and let me know, what do you think his punishment should be? Should he get a few years? Should he get probation? Should he get life? Or should he get something else? What do you think? That's all I got for this one, man. I'll see you on the next one.